What is up, everyone? Please take a second to hit that like button. The more likes that we get in a short period of time, the more people the algorithm will bring into the chat to come hang out with us and see what's going on. So please hit that like button. Let me know how you're doing. And happy freedom. What's up, mic drop? No, it's not a new beat. No, I was actually going to buy the new Fruity Loops, and then I realized, like, not doing so hot. So I gotta wait. I gotta save up for it. But I will have some new beats coming soon. We're definitely due for it. What's up, Thomas? Why slow mode? Man. Oh, to prepare for the future, so I don't have to sit there and keep messing with it. I always start with slow mode. What's up, Snooks? Happy freedom. Happy freedom, all you hooligans. What's up, Kimberly? What's up, Proud Ankle? What's up, Timber Hoof? What's up, USA Forever? What's up, Dammit Janet? What's up, Kilgore? What's up, Hoax? Thank you so much, Alan, for that $10 donation on YouTube. I appreciate you. Thank you. What's up, MD? What is up, K Guardian? Appreciate you guys being here. What's up, Bloopy? Alright, hooligans, just hold on a second. Let me read through the chats really quick, make sure everyone's here. I even picked up more articles, as if we didn't have enough. So we're gonna probably run another hour or so, maybe longer. We'll see how it goes. What's up, Mercy Rain? What's up, Mr. Dog? Happy Freedom, Lenny. Thanks for being here. What's up, everyone on the JeffMAC live YouTube channel? What's up, Mr. Beansy Beans? Happy freedom. Thank you so much for continuing the subscription on Twitch for 5 months. You're officially a hooligan. I appreciate you. Thank you. What's up, everyone on Odyssey? What's up, Serum? What's up, Jeb? Appreciate you guys being on Rumble. What's up, everyone here? What's up, everyone here? Apparently my audio is loud and clear. What's up, everyone on Facebook? What's up, Anthony? What's up, Anna? Happy freedom. Thank you guys for being here. Donna Sparks checked in right before I called her tardy. Hello, Donna Sparks. Happy freedom. Thank you for being here. Close. Snuck right through the door. All right, hooligans. Lots to cover. We're not usually live at night, so if you guys weren't here earlier and you have no idea why we're live right now, it's because I just had too much to talk about. Too little time, so we had to break it off earlier, and we're here for a part 2 of Coffee with Hooligans, but we're still going live at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon Eastern time for more Coffee with Hooligans. So this is just part 2 of today because there was just too much. So we're going to cover an article about the White House making a statement that was made today that there is no visitor log for Old Man Walter's Delaware residence, where that batch of documents was just found. We're also going to watch a Fox News clip talking about the classified documents and the differences in treatment between the MAGA King and Old Man Walter, kind of being in similar situations. Then we're going to watch a video clip of Trey Gowdy describing how the media portrays these instances against each other. And then we're going to watch a video about Matt Taibbi. I don't know how to say his last name, but he's an independent journalist. He's the one that keeps posting the Twitter files over on Twitter. He has kind of a, I don't want to say talking points, but kind of like key takeaways from all the files that have been posted. And I thought that would be kind of cool to watch because that's the guy posting all the stuff. Then we're going to cover an article about Kanye West being sued for copyright infringement. And then we're going to watch a short video that had, it's Fox News. They had Caitlyn Jenner on talking about how the LA police chief is getting rid of blue line flags and stuff like that because it's too divisive. And that's more hilarious to watch than anything else. I've never actually watched Caitlyn Jenner talk before, and that is something to behold. I thought South Park was being mean, but they were actually being fairly accurate. So anyways, after that, we will wrap up the show with Mexico imposing one of the world's strictest anti-smoking laws. Again, that's something that I just thought was interesting, so thought we would cover that. So I'm going to read through the chats really quick. We're going to start off with this Trey Gowdy clip. It's a little over 4 minutes long, and it's going to be talking about the classified documents. There's a big portion of today that's going to be about classified documents. So let me read through the chat. If you're ready to go, you got a coffee, a beer, a water. I'm not even ready. But if you are, press 1. Otherwise, I'm going to read through the chat really quick here. Nah, hoax, I missed that. I missed that. We're not covering that in the news today. What's up, Lisa? What's up, Faber J? Happy freedom. Hey, what's up, John Costello? I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? Proud ankle, same beat, different boat. Catch the wave. Absolutely. What's up, Deb? Seeing some ones in the chat. I think we're about ready. What's up, K-Love? Welcome to the live. Happy Freedom, Sam. What's up, Ronnie? Thanks for making it to the live. All right, hooligans, it looks like we're ready. I'm going to start the video, but I'm going to run and go get some coffee really quick. So if I disappear, that's what it's about.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Trey Gowdy, and it's Sunday night in America. Yeah, but it's different. How many times have we heard that? Two people.
Happy Freedom, Saw Dog.
One person is guilty, but the other, well, it's all just a big misunderstanding. If the media likes one person but not the other, the media immediately begins looking for ways to distinguish the two cases. If they like the person who did the shooting, it's self-defense. If they don't like the person, it's homicide. If they like the politician who lied, it's irrelevant. If they don't, he should resign. If they like the people gathering, it's a protest. If they don't, it's a riot. Different rules based on political preference. This week, we learned classified documents were found in 3, so far, locations used by Joe Biden after he was vice president. Classified documents found by his personal lawyers, not the FBI. Who put the documents there? Were the documents together originally and then separated? And if so, by whom? Did the former vice president use those documents while he was a private citizen? Did anyone...
Look at old man Walter styling. Got the classic out.
...beside a fancy sports car? But don't worry, the media...
Helen Hansel was able to win any...
Just a moment.
...which I'm pretty sure...
Silly ads. I need to get the ad blocker now. It's become a problem. Look at you hooligans burning my chat down. My goodness.
...telling you how very different those two cases are. New York Magazine tells us there are significant differences between the situation and the recovery of classified documents from Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago residence. The New York Times tells us the circumstances of the two cases appear to be strikingly different. In case we missed that article, the New York Times tells us again the cases were very different, devoting an entire article explaining how a former vice president can have classified documents, but not a former president. NBC tells us the circumstances are very different. The media even framed the issue to lessen the significance of these Biden discoveries. The media writes the discovery of classified information gives Republicans something to bludgeon the president with. They could have written the discovery gives Merrick Garland...
Snooks, the chat made me do it. Coerced by the chat.
Garland knew about this.
Them hooligans, they'll do that to you.
They could have dusted off the old stories about whether a sitting president can be indicted, but they did not. They wanted this to be about politics and not the law. Much is still unknown about the Biden case. How did classified documents get to Biden's office and house and garage?
It's nice that big news is starting to kind of point some spotlight out here. Like, this is direct hypocrisy. almost the same incident happening between two people, and one was like this huge roar and houses getting raided, and the other one's like, come on, man, that's old news. Don't worry about that.
Do not be misled.
Come on, man.
There are always differences in fact patterns because fact patterns are unique. Some murders take place on Monday, some on Friday. Some involve a knife, others a gun. Sometimes the killer confesses and sometimes he does not. The media wants to focus on the differences and ignore the glaring similarity. Mediocre lawyers and reporters can distinguish one fact pattern from another. The question is whether those differences...
Hoax. Hashtag my Corvette is locked up.
Distinctions...
All better.
Does it matter whether classified documents are...
I wonder what would happen if the MAGA King would have said that. Well, he kind of did. He did say it is a safe location. There is Secret Service always there and stuff like that. I guess he did kind of say similar stuff.
Friends while maximizing the...
Happy Freedom Nefties. Thanks for being here. What's up, Roy?
And DOJ investigate both fact patterns with the same firm and vigor. They are not off to a very encouraging start.
It's not a very flattering picture of MAGA King.
Subscribe.
Alright, so the link for that video will be in the description on all these platforms. I've been copying it over to Rumble and all that too. So everything we cover will be in the description after we're live, because it's just too much of a pain to try and do it beforehand. So you guys will be able to go watch that in its entirety if you would like. We're going to move forward to this article here. Let's see. New York Times. White House says it does not keep visitor logs at Old Man Walter's Delaware home. I'm going to give you guys the link so you can read all of this, but I got some bullet points pulled out. What's up, Wild Turkey? What's up, Captain Seamus? Happy Freedom. Alright, so the link that I just put in all the chats should take you to this article. It may look a little bit weird, but their link was like a mile long, so I had to shorten it. But it mentions, I'm just saying. Feel a cough coming on. I was going to sit here and choke down this message like Old Man Walter. Anyways, so it says White House officials said on Monday, which is today, that there is no visitor logs that keep track of who comes and goes from Old Man Walter's personal residence in Wilmington, Delaware. That is the location where 6 classified documents have been found. This article mentions a top House Republican had demanded that the White House should turn over visitor logs from the House, and that was said on Sunday. Now I went and looked through the internet and all of that, and it kind of mentions in the article that was James Comer that is being referenced as the top House Republican in the article. I do have the link that will be in the description as well to find the actual letter that was wrote out about all of this. It's a few pages long. The article says that, where is his name? James Comer mentions in the letter that this is a serious national security implication, and the fact that the documents have been accessible to people without security clearances and they've been improperly stored in the home over the last 6 years raises questions about who may have reviewed or had access to the classified documents. So the article, of course, goes into greater detail about all of this. I just kind of skimmed through it and got the bullet points and whatnot. So you guys have the link. It will also be in the description after the live if you would like to read through it. So next, we're going to be... just a moment. So now we're going to be covering this video, talking about the classified documents, how they do not have the visitor log and comparisons and stuff. Like I said, a big portion of the show is going to be about this. We're getting close to the end. This video is about 6 minutes long. Drop some ones in the chat if you're ready to go. I'm going to read through it really quick, make sure I'm not missing anything. I might have to kick this fan on. I'm sitting here sweating to death. It's like raining and cold here, but my neighbors underneath me, they like to have their apartment at like 90 degrees, so I don't have to use my heat ever. J Bell, we'll go with that. Your name is a little complicated, but I appreciate you watching. You were here during J6. Yep, on the website, I think we're gonna have a history page, and we're gonna list all the historical events we covered with links that take you to the actual videos to watch the coverage. Alright, I'm seeing the ones in the chat. Let's get her started, hooligans. I'm gonna go turn this fan on real quick. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. More likes, more hooligans.
Joining us now. Jonathan, I'm not asking you to wade into politics, but I do think it's important to point out that Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries, they remain silent on this since we had this third document discovery over the weekend. I mean, they're dodging questions. This is when we have seen them asked on the record about this. Listen.
What did you think to yourself looking at that image?
How that could possibly happen, how anyone could be that irresponsible.
No one is above the law, not even a president or a former president.
I love these video clips. They're so good.
The Republicans, not all of them, but a large chunk have become what I call MAGA Republicans, Trump Republicans, with little respect for rule of law.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, thanks for being here, Maria.
About classified documents being found and the importance of it. Why is it not the same? And Jonathan, what questions do you have at this hour after you've been taking us through this breaking news? You joined us all throughout it last week.
Well, you know, the Democrats are facing a rather unique dilemma in that they finally found a position you can't spin out of. And this is a city where spin is an art form. But there is no way to spin this. There was an effort the first 2 days to say, oh, this is inadvertent. It's a few documents in a closet. Let's not make a big deal out of it. By the fourth discovery and the other details that have come out, it's really impossible to spin this to say that it's not a very serious violation of classified rules and laws. But, you know, the position of the White House is really getting to be almost comical. You cannot claim that the residence is purely a private setting when you've used it to store classified documents. I mean, it stops being a purely private domicile when it's also housing classified documents. And indeed, some people have called it a crime scene, but most certainly it's an investigatory scene. This is a place where classified documents...
Oh man, Walter thinks he's a rock star.
Years. Now,
he kills me.
That you don't have a log to the residence might seem like a good position to have. It's not. Prostitute. It's actually going to be far worse. A log actually you can turn over. The House of Representatives has legitimate...
You guys in the chat think this is going to be old man Walter's downfall? You think this is going to be what pulls him all the way down? These classified documents? Put a 1 in the chat if you think yeah, and put a no in the chat if you don't. If you think no, this ain't gonna be what pulls him down.
From another source, and that source would be staff and family. They can start to interview them, and I think courts will support that because courts are not going to buy this argument that this is just one more private domicile on a quiet little street.
I want to dig into what you just said there more.
Cash flow. This is a setup to get Hyena Harris in the Oval Office. Could be. It could be.
On the revelation of the Trump classified documents. When Pelosi's...
Because that's the other thing is if this is what takes old man Walter down, then we'll be stuck with Hyena Harris and her being all drunk and on pharmaceuticals on TV, cackling out loud about nothing while everybody just stares at each other all blankly and stuff.
Documents.
Do you have any comment on President Biden keeping classified documents?
You seem much more measured about this than with the Trump
I appreciate you, Proud Ankle.
the Trump documents. You wanted lawmakers to have access to the documents seized from the former president, his residence in Florida, which it seems like you...
The bottom line is, I said that night, it's premature to comment on what should be done.
So you
Right.
think that your
That's what I
statements
said.
are consistent?
That's pretty reserved.
They're going to be put in a position pretty soon here to say something. James Comer, who I believe is going to join us on this program tomorrow, he's insisting there's
Happy for him, send.
about this investigation process. Jonathan, where do you fall on that? How much should the American public be privy to what we are learning, especially when it comes
What's up, cheeky chaps?
going to the president's, the vice president, then the president's residence there, when these documents were sitting there? Is that public information, do you believe? Should we know that answer?
We should be able to know many of these answers. It's not enough to keep on saying we've been transparent when you really mean we're transparently uncooperative with the press. They haven't been transparent. They have refused to answer questions that they can answer. There's no legal barrier to them answering those questions. So the questions are mounting, including the use of these lawyers. You know, there was this initial question as to why you sent lawyers into this office in the first place. It does not appear that the
What's up, Scott? Welcome to the live.
asking Biden to vacate the office. But even assuming you're going to vacate the office, what was the role of these private lawyers? But that question gets far more serious after November 2nd. So after November 2nd, they have found highly classified documents. And the indication has been that at least some of these lawyers did not have clearances. And what was really surprising is in the last discovery, where they said they overlooked some documents, one of the attorneys said that the prior attorneys did not have clearances. Well, that means that almost 2 months later, you were still using uncleared attorneys looking for documents that you know have contained highly classified documents. The other question is why it was overlooked. Most classified documents are within a folder that has a broad border, and over the top are these sort of all-cap statement of the classification. It's hard to miss. I've worked with classified documents for 30 years. The only reason you would miss that is if it was taken out of its folder. And that would be a very serious thing here when they're arguing inadvertence. If someone took a classified document out of a folder, they clearly knew it was classified and that it was at these locations.
Really important stuff there and big questions yet to be answered. Jonathan Turley on all of that for us. Jonathan, thank you very much.
I'm Steve.
All right, hooligans. Well, that's that as far as the classified documents. We're pretty much through that part of the show. Normally we don't go through that much coverage of the same topic, but there was just so much today that we just put it all on the menu. I was feeling hungry when I woke up today. So now we're gonna watch a video. It's a little over 6 minutes about Matt Taibbi. I'm terrible with names. Get used to it. He's an independent journalist. And he's going to be talking about the key takeaways of the Twitter files. Like I've said, this is who directly makes those posts on Twitter. There's like 40 to 50 posts every time they do a Twitter file drop. This is the guy that's pretty much closest to it. So I'm interested to hear his thoughts on the whole situation. And it's been sitting here for 19 hours on YouTube and it hasn't got a strike, so I'm thinking I'll be okay to show it. That's the plan anyways. I'm gonna read through the chat really quick because this is a video. I'm not gonna drop any links, but it will be in the description after the live. But you can go ahead and drop a one in the chat if you're ready to go. I'm gonna read through really quick. Proud Ankle Hunter was supposed to clean the garage years ago. I'm saying, I still think that they're finding this stuff because of the whole laptop investigation. I mean, I don't have evidence to prove that, but I just think there's a lot of stuff coming out all at once, and it is, like people are saying, this could be how they're going to install Hyena Harris. It just seems really strategic how this information's coming out, how quiet the other people are being who are normally barking. Oh, you know, every little thing's a huge deal, especially if the MAGA King does it. I don't know. What's up, Amanda? Welcome to Live. Happy Freedom, Robert. All right, hooligans. I'm starting to see a couple ones in the chat. What's up, Ball? Holy, thank you so much, Snooks, for gifting 10 memberships over on YouTube. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for everything you do, Snooks. Shout Snooks out, because every day I wake up and she has a plethora of news going on. She is a huge help to the success of this show. Big shout out to you, Snooks. I appreciate you. What's up, Jeff with a G? Welcome to the Live. All right, hooligans, I'm seeing the ones. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get her started.
And control. We are learning of the many techniques that the Biden administration has been using against the American people in their campaign to suppress truth and amplify lies, especially during and around major elections. Yes, we continue.
Happy framing scars.
Elon Musk released more troubling information about the ways the administration has directed social media to censor American citizens and amplify its version of the Biden laptop and the evidence of influence peddling on it. COVID-19 and its handling of it, and the Russia collusion lie, which the Fed pursued, the FBI pursued, and secured FISA warrants to spy on Trump officials, even as they knew there was absolutely no truth to it. Independent journalist Matt Taibbi joins me now with the very latest batch of troubling files. Matt, it's good to see you. Thanks very much for your work around this all of this time.
Thanks very much for having me, Maria. Appreciate it.
So talk to us about the main revelations from all of these Twitter files. There's been a lot. I want you to suppress it into what's most important for us.
I think the major revelation of the Twitter files so far is that we've discovered an elaborate bureaucracy of what you might call public-private censorship. Basically, companies like Twitter had a system by which they received tens of thousands of requests for action on various accounts, typically through the DHS and the FBI, but these requests were coming from basically every agency in the government. We've seen them from the HHS, from the Treasury, from the DOD, even from the CIA, and they will send basically long lists of accounts in Excel spreadsheet files and ask for action on those accounts, and in many cases, Twitter is complying.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about the fact that the FBI had a task force of 80 FBI agents or 80 people at the FBI who were tasked with just dealing with social media, but it was many more than that, right? You're estimating up to 1,000 people throughout government.
Right, because that foreign influence task force only refers to the people in the FBI, DHS, and the Director of National Intelligence Office. But actually, this includes people in a variety of agencies, both federal and state. We've seen requests from basically all 50 states. Most of those go through DHS to Twitter. So I would estimate the personnel somewhere between 500 and 1,000 people. That's just based on what we've seen so far. It may be more than that.
Unbelievable how extensive this is. And the FBI actually paid Twitter, right? What were they paying $3.5 million for?
So that's a really interesting question.
Leon, is it Taibbi?
One incredible email from former FBI General Counsel Jim Baker. This was reporter Michael Schellenberger who found this. And it's essentially celebrating that the FBI had paid $3.4 million for, quote unquote, processing requests. So in other words, all those requests that were coming through to Twitter, and we see all...
I'm gonna grab a shot really quick. We're gonna do a shot together because you hooligans are amazing.
That's what the money was for. It was for them to look at all these requests for content moderation and censorship that were coming from all these different agencies.
Unbelievable. And some of the requests were just incredible. I want you to tell us some about those requests because at some point, some of the, lawmakers like a Dianne Feinstein or an Adam Schiff would say, just shut these people's accounts down, period. The FBI would say, these are the people, these are the accounts that we think are, well, you tell me what they said. They just wanted them shut down. But what are the other requests that the FBI was making? What did they want to know from Twitter?
Yeah, it's funny. As I was reading these tens of thousands of emails, we would put them into different buckets. So this might be a First Amendment particular issue over here. This might be a revolving door question over here. But then over here, we had a bucket called improper asks. And there you might see something like the FBI asking for user identification or IP addresses or handles, and in some cases, even things like geolocation of individual accounts. Now, the problem is we don't always see the other side of these transactions, but we can definitely see the government.
Well, I ain't got much, but I got I got Carol Lands, which is like Bailey's. It's like 17% alcohol. We'll do a shot here in a second.
But they're asking for them anyway because they have a very close relationship with these companies. And in some cases, we're not talking about a few accounts. We're talking about thousands of accounts where they're asking for handles or IP addresses or other information.
Unbelievable.
And that, I think, is very dangerous. Yeah.
Very dangerous. Of course, this is stunning. This is right out of the communist China playbook. Matt, before you go real quick, what happened when Twitter said, oh, well, we can't identify Russian bots. We can't identify that this was actually Russian disinformation. That's not what we're finding. Then what did they do to pressure Twitter?
Well, the usual means is they would go to their friends in the corporate press, and Twitter would be hammered by mainstream press organizations who would say basically Twitter is not doing enough to combat foreign interference. As you know, because you were reporting on it at the time, Congressman Devin Nunes got an extraordinary amount of abuse because it was claimed that the hashtag release the memo was boosted by Russian bots. But we now know, based on stuff that we've seen internally in these emails, that there were no Russian bots, that Twitter was actually telling senators like Richard Blumenthal, don't do it, you're going to look foolish, and they did it anyway.
And when they didn't get what they wanted, they went to CNN, the New York Times, Washington Post, and they got stories manufactured against Twitter. This is stunning. Matt, we've got to have you back on another day when we're not so...
They're trying to give me copyright problems with their little music in the background. Either way, we heard the meat and potatoes of what's going on. Just trying to put a face and some verbiage with all the Twitter files and stuff that we had covered. I know we didn't cover it thoroughly near the end there. It's just too much. It's too much to do on the live. Sit here and refresh the page over and over again for 40 or 50 tweets. It's just too much. But I thought we would come back and touch on that, especially by the guy that actually makes the tweets. So we're going to do a shot here in a second, just for funsies. Just for funsies. But then we're going to be talking about how Kanye West is being sued for copyright infringement over Kim Kardashian's song Flowers. It's an article, so I'm going to drop the link now. We'll do that so that I don't forget. Alright, Hooligans, so that link that I just dropped in the chat will take you to this article right here. We're going to cover it. It's about Kanye West being sued for copyright infringement. Copyright is our right, and I think it's kind of misunderstood. Not enough people understand how that stuff rolls. I had to take a couple courses on it when I was in college, because I went to school for music production and audio engineering. Obviously, that has a lot to do with copyright, specifically what this guy is getting in trouble for, so I thought we would cover it. But first, cheers, Hooligans. That's just for you, because y'all are so pretty. Yep, about to get even prettier. 17%, I'm telling you. It's like gasoline in my stomach. Anyways, Kanye West, also known as Ye, is being accused by a company called Trax Records for not getting permission to sample one of their songs. Now, a sample, for those of you who don't know, it's cutting a piece of audio and then using it as a building block in your own audio creation. It could be getting sound bites for a live. It could be somebody else screaming and then you use it as a background sound. I mean, it's really as much as the eye, or as much as the mind could think. You know, the possibilities are endless, but it's generally done with audio. And so he didn't have permission. That's copyright infringement. They say that Ye sampled "Move Your Body" is the song name by Marshall Jefferson, and then used the sample on the song that Kanye West produced called "Flowers." The song is supposedly about Ye's ex-wife, Kim Kardashian. Trax Records is claiming that the "Move Your Body" sample is instantly recognizable as the house music anthem. Now, I don't exactly know all that. I haven't heard the sample. But they mention in the article that that sample is played 22 times in Ye's song. Maybe tomorrow or something I'll go find the song. We'll listen to 10 seconds of it or something, because I think I need to cover 15 seconds to get a copyright issue. So either way, last time we seen Kanye West, he was making Alex Jones look like a sane person. And so I just thought, he's in the news. Why not? Why not cover him? So next, we're going to be watching a short video that I forgot to write the time down. I think it's like 4 minutes long or something like that, but it's Fox News had Caitlyn Jenner on talking about how the LA police chief says the blue line flag is too divisive. So I'm going to read through the chat here in just a moment. While I'm doing that, if you are ready, please drop a 1 in the chat so I know. We're going to keep moving forward. Thank you so much, Ball, for gifting 10 memberships on YouTube. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Proud ankle. Corinne was live the other day putting on lipstick. I've seen less paint on a car. I don't know if I'm blocked or what, but I do not ever get notifications for Corinne being live now on YouTube or Facebook. I don't know what that's about, but it's been a long time. I see she's live. I see the videos and stuff afterwards, but I never get notifications for her going live. All right, hooligans, I'm seeing those ones. Let's get it started. Now, I kind of want to say to, like, brace yourself, because I've never seen this person before. I've only seen like the South Park interpretation, and maybe that's mean, or maybe I'm ignorant because I live under a rock, but here I am and this is my story. So kind of like don't hold the phone too close to your face. Kind of step back from the TV for a second, because I was kind of shocked a little bit when I seen this thing on the screen. But either way, let's get this started.
While the LAPD banning the pro-police thin blue line flag from the department's public areas, all because of a single complaint that claimed the flag represents, quoting here, violent and extremist views. LA's police chief was quick to wave the white flag, agreeing that the thin blue line had become too controversial. The ban outraging thousands of officers who say the force is already suffering because of low morale. Let's bring in Caitlyn Jenner, former California gubernatorial candidate and a Fox News contributor. Caitlyn, it's always great to have you on. 10,000 members of the LAPD, which is pretty much everybody, disagree with the chief on this. You would think this time in history the chief would want to back up his officers.
Well, this is a political issue, amazing, in California. And Chief Michelle Moore, he went woke on us big time. Mm-hmm. And it's really hurting the morale out here in California. Basically what happened.
South Park was so accurate.
it is an appointed position. He was appointed in 2018 by Eric Garcetti, and now he's up for reappointment. And he has to kind of cater to the board. Well, you can imagine here in California, the LAPD board is very woke. So this issue of the flag came up. The blue line flag that has been in public areas for a while, and it's to really recognize the fallen LAPD officers that we've had over the last few years.
Right.
And all of a sudden, Black Lives Matter, other far-left organizations says you can't put that flag up in a public place. It's racist. It promotes violence. And so he went woke on us and decided to go with the leftist groups and remove the flags. Well, that really pissed off the LAPD and 10,000 officers.
That's how South Park drew him.
So he's trying to play his cards. It's typical here in California, which is
fairly accurate.
Place out there, okay? You cannot please everybody, and I don't know if this strategy is going to work for him. The vote was
USA Forever looks just like him.
Karen Bass, our mayor, put the vote
instead of like him.
Opinion, and obviously they're getting some public opinion right now. So we're going to see if he's going to be able to retain his position as police chief.
And here's what his position is, Caitlin, very quickly. He said this to Fox News Digital. We received a community complaint of the presence of a blue line flag with the view that it symbolized support for violent extremist views, such as those represented by the Proud Boys and others. It's unfortunate that extremist groups have hijacked the use of the thin blue line flag to symbolize their undemocratic, racist, and bigoted views. I checked. There is no wide evidence that this flag...
That stuff kind of cracks me up. Can't have anything. Can't have anything. Everything is right-wing extremism. Everything is.
Flag up the pole.
Well, that's the woke media out here in California. They're going to decide what they want this flag to mean, and not what it really was meant to mean, and that was to remember the fallen officers here in the Los Angeles and LAPD. And they changed the narrative, and that happens with everything. We see this all the time with the far left. They're trying to control the media, and out here you have nothing but far-left media, so their point gets across. And so the chief, Moore, tried to play to that because it's the board, a very woke board, that is going to vote on him in the next few days. And he wants to keep his position. So we'll see if his strategy works. I don't know, but he certainly lost the LAPD officers. They're really upset with him. So I don't know what he's going to do. Even if he does get the job, is he going to be able to keep the LAPD officers on his side?
We shall soon find out. Caitlin Jenner, always great to have you on. Thank you.
So that's that on that. I've never seen that person speak before in my life. I don't know. And then to be like against the woke stuff is so confusing for me, but whatever. I mean, you can't judge a book by its cover no matter how mangled it is, right? Well, I was gonna play this funny video that I put on Gilded, but I guess there's just no way for me to do it. You'll just have to go to Gilded to see it. It's hilarious. Moving forward. So we're going to be wrapping this up, talking about how Mexico is about to impose one of the world's strictest anti-smoking laws. Now, this is an article, so I'm going to go ahead and post a link to you guys. Guy Dub. Yeah, I know that it used to play sports and stuff, but at this point it's I don't know. I don't think there's anything I could say. I'm just gonna get in trouble, so I just thanks for the tip. All right, hooligans. So the link that I just put in the chat should take you to this article. This article is talking about how Mexico is imposing one of the world's strictest anti-smoking laws. Why is it repeated? It's being imposed. It's supposed to start on Sunday. It's going to force a total ban on smoking in public places, including hotels, beaches, and parks. It goes into effect on Sunday. The ban is also on promotion, advertisement, sponsorship of tobacco products, and it will also affect the use of e-cigarettes and vapes. They're going to have their own separate restrictions, I guess, and citizens of Mexico are pissed. They're all over the internet talking about how this is like brute force control. This is too far. This is an infringement on their rights. They're going to smoke in their house, and government can kick rocks and this, that, and the other. I was wondering what you hooligans think of that. I know that laws changed. I don't know if it was nationwide or if it was by state, but I know at least here in Michigan, you got to be 21 to buy cigarettes now. I don't know if that's an infringement on your rights or not. Cigarettes aren't good for you at all. So to me, it's kind of a conflicting deal. You don't want too much government in your life, but at the same time, cigarettes are bad. So what do you guys think? Is this something good that maybe America should pick up, or is this totalitarian? Shanti says it's BS. I think that people should be allowed to choose what they want. I don't think that we should have government restriction on that kind of stuff. I think babying people is how we got to where we are now, where you live fluidly. You are as you are in the moment. Because if you're an always changing being, you never have to be held accountable for your actions. You can be like, oh, that was when I was going through my this phase and da-da-da-da-da, but I'm not doing that now. So, I'm resolved of accountability. Because everything's, I don't know what I was just doing there, beatboxing, but everything's like that. Everything is so flimsy and played out and just make-believe. It's to cause confusion. That's what it is. It's to get it to where people don't know right side up. And that's where we're heading, because then it's easier to come in and control everything. If everything's just floating around in the air and nobody knows what they're supposed to be doing and there's no real purpose anymore or accountability, eventually something will come through and just strong arm everyone. While everyone is looking the other way and getting real soft and being defenseless, a force will come through and control everything in a bad way. And so you can't fall for the nonsense. We got to keep our eyes on the good guys and the bad guys. That's how I see it anyway, and a lot of you guys must agree with me because you're here every day. So that's that for tonight, hooligans. Going to read through the chat really quick. We're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we're going to wrap this up. First, I'm going to go through my spiel. Then we'll do the pledge. Guardian, next we'll be forced to wear helmets inside of our electric cars. I was gonna read an article about how electric cars don't do good in the winter, but pretty sure I can't talk about stuff like that because it has to do with how warm it is outside, and I can't talk about any of that stuff. That stuff is super strict on here, so I don't know. Silly YouTube. Proud ankle light up using a gas stove. I wonder how many people are just like ignorantly using their gas stove right now, like, oh yeah, take my rights away, turn the burner all the way up, like, see you try. That's how us Americans get down. We're like, oh yeah, oh yeah, come show us, we don't believe you, you gotta come show us you're gonna take our rights away. We want to see it. All right, hooligans, well that's that. So let me do my spiel here and tell you guys where to go and what to click and why, and then we're gonna do the Pledge of Allegiance. Alright, hooligans, please go to jeffmaclive.com or you can find the link in the description. The homepage has all of my links listed. You can find the link to join Gilded for free. Gilded is currently the best way to receive notifications for when and where we go live. No matter when we go live, you'll receive notifications for when we go live and important updates that are going on. There's a news board on there to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. There's a ton of hooligans for you to hang out with every day, all day, for you to do what you like. You can talk about your day, you can talk about politics, you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. It's kind of like a chat you're in right now. Also on the homepage, you can find links to the merch store if you would like to grab merch. We have shirts, hoodies, and stickers. Everything that's displayed is displayed in black and white or white and black. But if you find something you like, click on the item to see all the colors that that item comes in. Also on the homepage, you can find links to PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Stripe, Zelle, and Buy Me a Coffee if you would like to support what I do. There's also a link for the Amazon wish list if you would like to send me stuff. It's really simple. Anything purchased off the list directly will be sent straight to me without having to get address information or anything like that. And then finally, at the bottom of the homepage, you will find links to join the membership program. There's memberships on the one YouTube channel, but not JeffMAC Live yet because that's not monetized. But also Gilded, Discord, Odyssey, Rumble, and Twitch. So that's my spiel there. If you guys would like to participate in all of that, the program for the profile stuff for the JeffMAC Live website is up, and you could subscribe if you want to. It's not perfect, so if you subscribe, you're kind of taking on the condition that all of that is in right now, which it is in functioning condition. It's just not perfected yet, so there may be some bugs and whatnot, but everything is working. You get your own profile, which is kind of like Facebook. You can fill out all kinds of stuff. Unlike any other social media, you can quote things and have blocks all over your profile page and all kinds of stuff. You have the ability to call other hooligans, video chat other hooligans. There's group chats. There's going to be a group chat for every topic that's in Gilded, but then we're also going to add some like cat pages and dog pages for people who just love cats and dogs and want to post pictures of them all day in the group. You're welcome to do that. Also, because you'll be paying to be on the platform, you can self-promote if you want to. So if you want to go on there and make a profile about your business and then share to all the hooligans all the great things you do, you can do that. So we have our own place where it's not being monitored. I am the only one with access to the data. So your personal information, the messages you send, stuff like that, things you post, no one but me can see that stuff. There is no one above me monitoring that database. So it is the only place that I know of where you can speak openly and there really isn't anyone else listening to you. And I think that's really neat. Everything's encrypted on the website. And that's that. Oh, and we got bingo. We got bingo now. Let me pull that up because that's kind of neat. I just made that yesterday. So this right here, I know it's lacking. It's brand new. This is the bingo button. Click to grab a card. And there's our Hooligan bingo cards, and they're interactive. So if I call a number and you click on it, writes a little X. You get bingo, you take a screenshot, you send it to me while we're playing live, and I'm going to hook your account up with some points. You can use those points to make purchases in the website store. I'm trying to make it so you can put discounts on your membership cost every month and stuff like that, but that's something I just put on there. I figure we'll put a little light on that. Yeah, so that's that. All right, I'm done selling you guys on stuff. Who's ready for the Pledge of Allegiance? All right, hooligans, please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, hooligans, that's that. I don't have anything else planned for today. If something crazy happens, we'll go live. Otherwise, I will see you at 1 p.m. tomorrow Eastern time for another Coffee with Hooligans. I think it's just going to be just the one. I don't think we'll be going live at night. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. See how many links that Edward and Snook sends me. We'll see. Either way, I appreciate you guys so much. Big shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership program, or purchased any merch. I appreciate all of you, and I would not be able to do this without you. So thank you guys so much for all your support. I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.